So this is your home screen. You can scroll to a few different places. I think it's like the default setup. So in your settings, you're going to have adjustments for your clock. You can do a clock type. So there's analog, digital, small digital, no clock. I leave mine in analog. You can change this is where you change your time zone, auto daylight savings. If you want clock format in 24 hours or 12 hours, you can turn the clock display on and off. Overlay clock location, you can change if it's upper left or right, bottom. Your phone settings, where you connect your phone for Bluetooth. Have your contact list. You can edit speed dial, change your ringtone, automatic phone sync, enable or text and email. And your info section actually just has basically all the clock stuff. The camera, that'd be for your rear camera and your lane watch, which is one on the right hand side mirror. So you have fixed guidelines, dynamic guidelines. So dynamic is when you're turning the steering wheel, they're going to turn left or right if you're backing up. Your lane watch camera, you can show with the turn signal. So when you have your turn signal on, it automatically comes on the screen. And if you have that off, when you turn turn signal on, it will not come on. There's a button on the stock to do that. Display time after turn signal is off, so you can change how many seconds. It's just 0 or 2. Usually I like just to have mine on 0. The reference line is, it will show 3 lines, 2 yellow I believe and 1 red. Basically how far, if it's safe enough to go over. Those are very good to have on. Your audio settings. It's going to show cover art, the audio source where you want that to go to. On Bluetooth, let's see. That's it on the audio. Your system. It's going to have your home screen edit order, menu icons. Configure your instrument panel. That'd be the one for your actual dash. So this is maybe a little different for every car, but this is where you could change what pops up in your actual screen, your dash screen, not this screen. So on these tabs at the top, you have all, which will show all these menus, or you just scroll through, just go to individually. So this is your home screen ones, your display settings, touch panel sensitivity, and this display settings, brightness, contrast, black level, so you can adjust that. Sound and beep, so guidance volume, text message volume, voice recording volume, master volume, your voice recognition, one press voice. It's basically hit it once and you can talk. Song by voice, not sure, I've never actually used that. And more clock, your clock again. Your language, memory refresh. This is where you change the skin, which is actually a lot different, so I'm not going to change it right now. This is just the default one. So if you change the skin, it actually changes this whole layout to something a little different. And there's only 2 skins. This is your more Bluetooth settings and Wi-Fi. Vehicle information. Cars beyond do this. And here's your smartphone connection. If you have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. So it's all your setting information for the car. These are apps. I don't have any apps or widgets. I don't know if there's any available anymore. No downloads. So in the info screen, it's going to show you your clock. You go to menu. We'll have your trip computer. You can just do straight regular clock. So just have you set your clock up. That's the analog setting. The little key with the turn would be your your current drive and previous drive, fuel mileage. It'll show your trip A history. This is your clock again. So there's your clock. If the car is on, this clock setting goes away. That's your shortcut to just your fuel history in general for the trip A instead of going to the other one. Audio would be your audio source. Or sorry, audio is what audio is playing. Source would be up here, and then you could pick what to go to: FM, AM, satellite, USB, Bluetooth, Pandora. Honda Link will go into your car settings if you have any messages from Honda or vehicle information like your maintenance reminders, your recalls. It will show up here. Phone would be basically every function, whatever phone's connected, like your call history, speed dial. So not a whole lot to this system itself. It's actually pretty basic for a lot of things. Climate control, it's the actual button on this car. I'm not sure what's the other one, but the car's not on. So climate control, if you hit climate, it'll bring up your climate control, their fan speed, all that. On this car, it's actually physical buttons also, but you do have a second option for it to do on the screen. So let's go back to the settings and the vehicle settings. Since the car's on now, this is where you do your TPMS air pressure sensor calibration. So if you have a low tire and then put air in it, you would have to go here to recalibrate it. Here's all your driver assist systems, your forward collision warning, auto collision, lane keeping assist, beeps, road departure settings. You can make all adjustments to those. Meter setup, adjust outside temp display, trip A reset timing, B reset timing, adjust alarm volume, fuel efficient backlight, new message notifications, speed distance, so you can do like kilometers. Your keyless access setup, so your door unlock mode, if it unlocks all the doors or just driver door when you hit unlock on the key fob. So if it's just you, just your driver door unlocks. The lighting setup, your dim time, headlight auto off timer, auto light sensitivity, auto interior limitation sensitivity, auto headlight on with wiper on. Here's your maintenance info. So this is where you'd reset, like if the oil change comes on, you change your oil, this is where you go to reset it. Okay, I'm going to show you what the other style looks like besides this style. So if you go to settings, system, says change skin. Here, change skin. Just hit next. Hit yes. It's gonna take a little while. Change the skin over. Okay, so after you change the skin, you get into this skin. This is one that's a little harder to use because I forgot I haven't used this for so long. So that original skin with the blocks, kind of like a phone, you had it where it had the fuel stuff on the bottom left over here by default, and you could go to the trip computer. This one you actually have to hit info. It will bring up your clock, and then if you hit the menu button, this will get you your trip computer, the clock wallpaper, system device information, vehicle energy. So this will be your trip computer here, which should bring back to current and previous drive and your history of trip A. Looks a little different skin. If you go back to the info again, hit the menu button, go back here. Here's the vehicle energy, so that's my EV range and my gas range over here. Sorry, the menu button goes back, not the back button. You can change your clock and wallpaper. So let's leave it on analog. Let me change this wallpaper. Oh, the wallpaper is just for the clock. Let's go back. Oops. Okay, you have your low tire pressure light come on your Honda. You find the tire that's low, you put air it up to the correct pressure, and this is how to reset the TPMS light, or the low pressure light. It's going to recalibrate the system. So you'd go over to your settings, go to vehicle, TPMS calibration, hit calibrate. Just takes a few seconds as calibration started. And that's it. And now your low tire pressure light will go off. Alright, thank you for watching this video. It's just kind of going through all the little settings. Here there is a lot more and some more in-depth stuff on YouTube, but this is just kind of the basic overview of this touchscreen. It's actually not too bad. It's a little slow on some things. It does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which you have to actually plug it in with a wire on this car. Only it does really, they did update in the new one. They put a physical volume button, not this touch sensitive one, which this is kind of crap. But I hope you enjoyed, at least learned something. Maybe got you a little more familiar with going through it. If you want to do it yourself, maybe if you're test driving a car, just looking at it, you could just mess with those settings. I'll make sure everything works. Every car's going to be a little bit different for a little different options. Like on this one, it has that energy meter, the vehicle energy, with the EV range and gas range. I believe the non-EV ones, they have it, but just with the gas range, I believe. But so, hope you enjoy it, and you guys have a good day. Thanks. Bye.